And now, introducing the new Sneaky G-Man store on SD. All you got to do, go on to SD, type in Sneaky G-Man store, and you could get your very own Are You My Malacca shirt, Samsung cell phone case, or just a cap or a beanie. Let's go Giants. Ow. Hey guys, I appreciate you wanting to enjoy the show. First, I got to give a couple shout outs. First off, I want to give a shout out to dresscomfy.com. She has the latest and greatest for Sneaky G-Man merch. So please, check it out. dresscomfy.com. Also want to give a shout out to 3 a.m. Water Hydration for the go-getters. Natural spring water. Go get it. Now let's go do the damn thing. Before we do the damn thing, I got to give a shout out to George's Trophies, aka Sergeant M Replica Trophies. Guys, Father's Day coming up soon. This is the perfect gift. Matter of fact, this is the perfect gift for any occasion. I mean, who wouldn't want a replica Super Bowl trophy of their team? The team that got the ultimate prize, the Lombardi Trophy. So when you get a chance, go to his Facebook page, George's Trophies, a.k.a. Sergeant M's Replica Trophies. Now, we gonna do the damn thing.
Yo, after W, you already know, it's the man in the flesh.
Let's go, Giants! Ow!
Yes, sir, Giants on top, you already know.
What you know about rolling down in the...
Surprise, motherfucker.
You're listening to Make It Count, the Sneaky G podcast on Northeast Streaming Sports.
Is this thing on?
It's your boy Stefan, a.k.a. Sneaky G-Man.
Yeah. Yeah. Lyrical assassin. Yeah.
Let's go, Giants! Ow! What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Stefan, a.k.a. Sneaky G-Man. I want to thank everybody that's watching live. And if you haven't already, if this is the first time you ever saw me, please click that subscribe button on the YouTube channel, Twitch, wherever you're seeing me. And also hit that notification, okay? Because you never know. I might do another show. I don't know. Maybe. So anybody here have a good game this weekend? I'm just curious. Anybody? No? None? Okay. Well, then that's a wrap. No. Yeah, we got a Super Bowl. We got a freaking Super Bowl this weekend. But before we get into that, I made a post, and I want to say something real quick. And this is for the Giant fans that's out there listening from yonder. Don't ask me how to spell yonder, okay? So this is what this is my 2 cents, okay? I got a situation. Okay, man, I can't see. I'm everywhere right now because I'm a little frustrated, right? I understand. Okay, I don't understand. See, I'm still everywhere. I don't know where I'm everywhere. I'm here. I'm there. Whatever. listen, for the future athletes that are in high school, middle school, those that are or athletes that are here today, don't lie to us fans. Please don't lie to us. Okay? When you tell me you want to be a giant for life, that means you want to be a giant for life. Don't sit there and say, I want to be a giant for life, but. Because what you just said, you basically negated everything you just said. I want to be a giant for life, but it's a business. No, of course it's a business. People make money. You want to make money, the business has to make money. And I'm going to bring Ant on. He's in the backstage right now. He makes a perfect point. I wish I came up with what he said. It's what the name is on the front and not the back. And that goes in so many ways, okay? What I mean by that, because of that logic everybody wants to throw out there, the newest Giants jersey I have ever purchased was a Odell Beckham number 13. That is the oldest jersey. Oh, Caleb, I got you tonight, man. I got you. Because of free agency, because of the unknown of trading players and, the NFL, because of the business, I refuse to buy another player's jersey. I'm thinking of the legendary Carl Banks. He ended up finishing his career with the Browns. Why? Because it's a business. Leonard Marshall, my guy. He went to the Jets. Why? Because it's a business. Brandon Jacobs, 49ers. It's a big. So I refuse to buy new, the modern day jersey, if you will. Barkley was on Get Up this week. And guys, just go watch my TikTok, please, or my Instagram, or it's even on my YouTube shorts. Listen, I understand why athletes say what they say, because let's not forget, just a couple years ago, Russell Wilson wanted out of Seattle. Okay, and it didn't happen. They couldn't trade him. So obviously the people, and I'm going to tell you, Seattle Seahawks fans, they're rabid. They are rabid fans out there. Okay. So rabid that the news will be like, a serial killer ate 15 people. But first, 12, let's hear what Marshawn Lynch has to say. I mean, that's how rabid fans the Seattle Seahawks. Shout out Seattle. If you're the visiting team, if you have yet to go to Seattle, back then it was called the Link. I don't know what it's called now, the Luma or Luna, whatever. You got to do it. You got to do it at least once in your life. You got to be the visiting team. Anyway, Barkley said the following, and I thought it was brilliant. Chef's kiss. I want to be the likes of Tiki Barber, Eli Manning, Michael Strahan, blah, blah, blah. But it's a business. Then you don't want to be in that category. Because if you did, if they offered you what they offered you, you'd sign. Okay? Now, I'm going to say this, right? I'm going to make it more personal for me. I will always love Mama Boss. Always, right? I will always be her husband, but the time she has a boyfriend, yeah, we got to go our different ways. You see what I'm saying? So the point I'm trying to make here is, what's that saying? Don't spit in my face and tell me it's raining type deal. I think that kind of that kind of goes along the lines of such. I'm not saying Barkley's spitting on people's faces. I'm not saying he's lying. Well, he's trying to do the right thing by doing the right thing. And I see through it. And it's not a diss or a slate to Barkley or any athletes that make a claim that they want to be in their original town for life. Okay. The truth is, you're trying to get the bag. I don't care if you want to get the bag. I mean, you got to take care of yourself. You got to take care of your legacy. That's the ultimate goal of a person that's providing for their family. I get that. But you don't have to put your integrity, which in a sense, I mean, you're saying you want to be a Giant. You're saying you want to carry on a certain legacy of being on one team your whole career. But in reality, you're basically saying at the right price. And I'm okay with that. But just say it. Just say that. Don't put up this facade. Don't make it look good on TV. Because it did until you said but. And Barkley, I want you on the Giants. I want you to finish your career with the Giants. Why? Should you ask me? I hope you would one day ask me why. Because let's just say we draft, and we have an outstanding draft. We get our lineman, we got our wide receiver, we get our backup, we use our second pick to get a quarterback because I know Joe's going to trade up. I just know he is. But let's just say we have an outstanding draft. We need you to be that piece of the pie, like the crust, it's not like the good part of the pie. Because we need a wide receiver, we need an offensive line. But without I don't even want to say a decent running game, but without a running game, it's all for nothing. We're going to be in the same situation we were when we draft you 2017. We're going to be in the same situation 2016. Since Brandon Jacobs and Ahmad Bradshaw left, we're going to have a bare minimum running game. But we're going to have an awesome offensive line. We're going to have Harrison Jr. as a wide receiver. I'm just making this up. We're going to have an awesome wide receiving, core. But it's going to be for nothing if you're not there. We're going to have an awesome defense. New defensive coordinator. We're going to do a 4-3 and a 5-3. There's no, you could do a 5-3, but anyway, you get what I'm saying. A 4-3 and a 3-4. We're going to run both. Thibodeau's going to go crazy. Dex is going to go. We're going to re-sign McKinney. We're going to keep Simmons. We're going to be the shit. But we need a running game. I know rumor has it to where it's being said that I know it's rumors, okay, that you're going to be tagged. Well, if you want to be a Giant for life, sign it. But I understand you want to get the bag. I understand you want that long-term deal. And I understand you're not getting any younger. I understand that the average lifespan of an NFL player is 3 years. I understand that, you have a family that you want to take care of. I get that. I get all that. And that's why I understand if you want to get the money, if you want to get the bag and go, I have no qualms whatsoever. But, see what I did there? Do not go to the Eagles, Cowboys, or Redskins. Because if you do, you're dead to me. You're dead. D-E-D, dead. For the record, I spelled that wrong on purpose. Okay. Danny, what's up? I see you. Hold on a second. Okay. Dash, stick around. I'd love to have you on. Let's have this discussion. So we're not tagging him. Well, we'll talk about that here. We'll talk about that here in a second. Danny, stick around. I need you on here too. But Sneaky, can we hold the Giants accountable as well for them trying to use the franchise tag again on a player that is basically our whole offense and has done a lot for this organization? Attempting to use the franchise tag on Saquon again is likely a slap in the face for him. That's a good point. But I don't see it as that. I don't see it as that. I know there's a risk of him signing the franchise tag, okay? And God forbid something happens. I'm not going to follow through and saying what will be said. But there is no difference in, God forbid, he signs a long-term deal and then whatever happens, happens. You can't predict the future. Is it a slap in the face? Well, that would be a conversation between Shane and Barkley. If you're asking me, I don't think so. I don't think so. Because we know as a fan base his value. We're not talking about Dak Prescott that got tagged a couple times. We're not talking about Kirk Cousins that got tagged. We're talking about Saquon Barkley, our workhorse. There's a reason why if he were to get tagged, because we have to, next year the salary cap goes up. A lot of free agent money will be freed up. Jones might not be there. And again, did I say the salary cap might go up again? So, I mean, there's a lot of moving parts. And it could work into Barkley's favor. But, no matter what, it's always going to be in the Giants. I was going to say Daniel Jones. In the Giants' best interest. Somebody said, typical Giants fan. Please come on my show. YouTube, Twitch. I need to know what a typical Giants fan is. Because, I'm going to be honest, I don't think I am. I'm just your average Giants fan. The ones that have tattoos and stuff. That's my 2 cents, guys. That's my 20-minute rant on the New York Football Giants and the saga with Saquon Barkley. And I didn't even get into the hiring. I didn't even get into the new hiring of our coaches. We got our defensive coach, Shane Bowen. A couple of promotions came along. And I'm going to bring it in.
What's up? What's going on, bro?
Nothing much. I need to get the...
Listening to your monologue was phenomenal.
Thank you.
I want to get in because I agree with you with the whole interview thing. And what a lot of people don't understand, too, is right after he said, but it's a business, he went on to openly. Now, a lot of people are going to look at it as being PC, but he openly did an interview. I'm a great leader. I can come help somebody. I can do this. I can do that. Like, you don't have to do that. People see what you can do. But for you to do that after saying, but you're basically letting everybody know that it might be your last time as a Giant. The other thing is I am 100% on board with Dash. Number one, Saquon's agent screwed him way more than anybody thought last year. Because when the Giants offered him 12.5 midseason, because that has been a fact, he declined. At the end of the season, it still hasn't been confirmed, but there have been more rumblings about him being offered $13 million a year. That was the case.
Yep.
He didn't sign. He got screwed. So they ended up giving him $1 million more than the cap, which people don't understand. He didn't sign, or not the cap, the tag. He did not sign the tag. It was a contract. So the tag didn't end up getting used last year because they gave him $1 million more than the tag was worth. Now, going into this year, it's even lower for a running back.
Yeah.
It's 6.6 is the average now for a running back. So if Saquon thinks he's getting that 12 and a half, 13 million, and he does, then the Giants have serious things to look at. And if they don't give it to him, I'd like to see who will, because I don't think anybody's gonna. And I'm being really, really, I don't know how to put it.
Optimistic?
Not necessarily optimistic. I'm being really generous.
Oh, okay. Okay.
In saying that he gets anything more than 10 million a year. And that's why I don't think he's going to get tagged. I think they're going to use the tag on someone like Xavier McKinney.
Right. I can see that.
So Barkley's thing is he's either going to play the field, to which, again, unless it's a team that has extra money, is basically going nowhere, which, I mean, if Barkley is really into winning, wouldn't you want to stay with a team that's trying to do that as opposed to going to a team that's just going to pay you?
He would be an essential part of that winning, of a new winning culture. But essentially, all we got to do is get in the damn playoffs. Right. All we got to do is get in the damn tournament and roll the dice. Now, I want to touch on Sully. I hope you're still watching, man. I want to bring this up real quick. I'm sorry. Hold on a sec. His first comment. Sully states they should have paid Barkley before Jones, but Barkley should have had a better representation to get paid, in my opinion. No, that's fact. His people screwed him.
I'm not going to dwell on the whole Jones got paid thing. You know why? Because it's done and over. He's getting paid. There's nothing we can do about it.
I mean, now if and Dash, I hope you're still watching. Because I put the link out. I hope you could, click on whatever. And maybe you might know this more than me. Did they offer him 3 contracts or 2? Because I know they offered him during the bye.
Right.
And I want to say they offered him at the end of the season. And then the final contract is the one that he signed that wasn't the tag.
Right. So the one at the end of the season, he was offered a contract. We just don't know how much it was for.
Okay.
We're safe to say that.
All right, Dash. I'm going to put the link out here. Okay. Because
I'm like you. I want Barkley to be here. I want Barkley to be involved just in case something special does happen. But again, it's like you said, if he ends up going to a team that's going nowhere because he wanted the bank, then he really didn't want to be a Giant for life. He wanted the money, just like you said.
Ultimately.
Yeah.
And and the thing about Jones, right? Once Barkley said no, the second time, they had no choice but to lock down Jones.
Right.
No choice whatsoever. And what people want to forget, well, some have, some haven't. The fact is, it is this year. This is his make or break year. Jones got him himself in another situation to where he has to prove himself again. Dash, do you see the link? Let me know if you see the link.
So the rumor has it that the Giants aren't going after a quarterback, that they may be looking on the free agent market, to which I think we touched on it a little bit a couple shows ago, where I said any one of those free agent quarterbacks, the only one, and again, I'm not saying I would sign them, but the only one I would seriously consider looking at would be Drew Lock, because he has proved that he can play in the league, and he's the youngest of all the free agents that are out there. Why would you want to go after a guy that's old, that's going to be done in a year or two, to do nothing? It makes no sense to me. So in my opinion, and the rumor now is that the part of the reason the Bears aren't going to let anyone trade up is because they have their heart and mind set on Marvin Harrison Jr. to connect him with his former quarterback.
Right.
If that's the case, there is a situation out there in which Drake may be able to move back to 6, which leaves us a legitimate quarterback sitting there.
I don't see though. I'd be shocked if they get quarterback at 6. I would be only because of the fact
only three of the first 5 teams are seriously considering quarterbacks. The other 2 are looking for other pieces. So somebody may very well fall into our lap.
So Danny said your thoughts on Kayvon. Said in his interview that Barkley should have got paid first rather than DJ. I have 100%. Of course, people will agree.
Hindsight is 20.
Yeah, of course, everybody's going to agree with Thibodeau. I said Tabon. What the hell? Thibodeau, with the fact that, Barkley should have got paid first. However, I don't believe, and this is just me, I don't believe Thibodeau understood the fact that they did try to get Barkley locked in. But you say no so many times that they have to move on to the next project, if you will.
This is a question I want to get from Giants fans.
Here we go. Danny, did you hear? Did you get that?
Yeah, I got you, bro. Yeah.
And I think we touched about this again. And one thing, Ant, I'm sorry, I got to say this too. When they first brought up, and people want to look over this, when they first brought up the whole situation between Jones and Barkley and who got paid first, Thibodeau did say, I believe in Jones. Not only did he say, I believe in Jones, prior to week 1, he had Super Bowl thoughts. Prior to week 1, he was like, oh, we going to the Super Bowl. And of course, they got smacked in the mouth. Well, I should say we got smacked in the mouth week 1. And that kind of changed his perspective.
Yeah, but you know what? Now when DJ goes into camp, he's gonna go into with an awkward feeling. Like, is this team really behind me now?
No, because let's keep in mind he did say, I believe in Jones.
Yeah, but his whole play, it's being like the way he's been playing, like it's gonna be awkward. Like he's been playing so crappy. I know he's gotten hurt. He's gotten hurt.
He's gonna have, I mean, and that's gonna be the mental aspect of it.
And I hope they don't hand him the reins. It better be some competition coming into camp, because they better not just hand him the ball just because he's getting paid $40 million. You know what I mean?
They will. I better
hope it's some competition though. It better be.
I believe they will. Okay. However, I do believe there is going to be I'm not going to say a short hook, but there's going to be a hook on him. Okay. With the mental aspect of it. All right. And this is just coming back from injury. Let's not, this is the part now that I'm thinking about that, and I'm going to explain what I'm thinking. Yeah. I kind of feel for Jones in a sense. Okay. Because the year that Barkley came back, he even said out loud, I don't trust my body. And you saw it a couple times when he played. He wasn't hitting the hole. He wasn't Barkley until the next year. So there's going to be a situation where, and it's with every player, unless your name is Adrian Peterson. Okay. Mm-hmm. Even the GOAT, Brady, took him a couple years to get back from his MCL injury back in 2008 when he was out the whole season. So, Dash, let me ask you a question. And Danny, I'm going to ask you, and I want you to answer this too.
What's going on, fellas?
What's up? It's good to see you, man. Always good to see you, brother. Did you watch the interview? I know you saw clips of it.
Which one?
With this morning with Get Out.
Oh,
Monday.
Barkley, Stephen A&M.
Yeah.
First take. Yeah, I didn't see the whole thing. I caught the clips. The clips.
Brother, help me out, man. I'm tired of players saying I want to be a I want to be a Giant for life. Is it getting to the point now where we as fans, we should just sit back and be like, come on, bro? Or should we take it at face value and be like, oh, well, maybe he wants to make a deal. Maybe he wants to be a Giant for life. I mean, homeboy brought a tiki barber, for God's sake. But then he said, but. And that's what sticks out to me. So, go ahead. What do you think, man?
I think last year really hurt his feelings. That whole situation with getting tagged. Like he finally realized that it's not just I'm Saquon Barkley. I'm also a running back in the NFL, and I'm not getting treated any differently, even though it's New York and what he did for New York or what he think he did do for New York. So I think his feelings were hurt last year. This year, I think he actually knows. I guess the writing is on the wall. He wants to say it's a lot of lip service, in my opinion. I think it's lip service. I do think he wants to be a New York Giant, though. I do believe that. I absolutely believe that. But I just think that the money, I think he's still overevaluating himself. And I think that the best thing you could do, like Ant was saying, you let him test the market. You let him see what his real value is. And I only ask Barkley one thing: whenever they give you a number, just go ahead and give Joe Shane the phone call. Let him know, hey, this team is offering me this. Can you do it?
Can you match it?
If not,
that'll be fair.
He's gone. He's gone. Just give me that. Just give me that, Saquon.
Basically, put it on the Giants.
That's very
more
fair.
so than put it on him. But
yeah,
no matter what, like you said, it's lip service. And again, like Ant said, it's about the bottom dollar.
Yeah,
that's what it's about.
Well, the other part of it too is, and I don't know if people fed into this like I do, because I do play devil's advocate. At least I try to.
No, not you. No,
I know.
Never.
World's biggest. I know. But if you look at it this way, Barkley's saying, I want to be a Giant for life. You know what that does? That takes the pressure off of him. Now he's saying, well, if the Giants really want me to be here like I want to be here, then they'll make it happen. If not, it's their fault.
No, I believe that.
But at the same time, though, I mean, and that's why I'm asking. That's why I'm opposing this question to y'all. The fact that you're saying it, but you're not meaning what you say. Because when I hear I want to be a Giant for life, right? I'm hearing I'm going to do whatever it takes to stay in the navy blue, white, and red. Whatever. If I got to sign a tag, I'll sign it.
But you know what, Sneaky, the way he's saying that is because because they're offering that franchise tag again is pissing him off so much.
Oh,
that
yeah.
He's gonna say, but. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're not offering the tag, man.
I was gonna say because I read something that they were gonna give him the tag, and you're saying that's not true. Or rumored. It's not.
It's rumored. It's rumored that they're not offering the tag for. It ends up being, I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, I don't have the numbers in front of me. Last year's tag was like 10.1 or 10 point something. This year's tag is actually higher than that because of that Jonathan Taylor deal. So I believe, and then also when you tag somebody twice, they get more money because you're throwing the tag on them twice in a row. So I think it's like 12 million to tag Barkley right now.
The tag is 12.2 coming into this season.
There you go.
This is why I say, if it's going to come to that, he will not sign with the Giants, because the Giants are not going to tag him for double what the median is for a running back. They're not.
Yeah.
And again, that goes back on Barkley for not signing that contract that they offered him last year. Yeah. And we can sit here and blame every agent he's had. The fact of the matter is, Barkley is the one. Now, whatever magic beans his agent is selling him, Barkley's the one that's got to say, all right, buy it. If he's saying no, then it's ultimately on him. Now he's got to suffer the consequences.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people, feel a certain way because it's Barkley. Through all this doom and gloom, like he was the last bright spot of the New York Giants. And then last year, you're talking about before he got hit with the reality stick of what the running back market was going to be, it was like 14 and a half to almost 16 and a half they were talking about. And then you figure at the buy, roughly, I believe it was like 13 per at the buy. that he turned down, and then
it was 12.5 at the buy.
Okay.
And then the rumor is, it hasn't been confirmed, that at the end of the season, the max they got to was 13, and he declined that.
Oh wow, I didn't know that part.
But when we talked about this last year, we said that the main focus and the argument was the guaranteed money.
Yeah,
that the Giants were guaranteeing his number. They weren't reaching what he wanted.
Well, considering how many years he had already been in the league, that it got to this point, I'd have to agree with players in his situation that the guarantee has to be a big number, because of the fact that, okay, I'm getting older. I have had some injuries.
Right.
My body may not be reacting the way it used to, because God knows mine ain't. So I want to make sure that I get my bag one way or the other, even if it means I'm going to get more money in my guaranteed money. So in that aspect of it, I understand. But again, if it's the per year that's killing him, he killed himself. He literally grabbed the gun and stuck it in his own mouth.
I got a question, Ant. Just real quick, sorry, Sneaky. Like the deal last year, it was supposed to be like 2 years, and then that third year was like an out. It was an option for an out, right?
Right.
That's what the rumor was. And now look at the situation now. Well, most likely he would have got those 3 years, in my opinion. Whatever that third year contract was, I'm pretty sure he would have got that third year. So now you're sitting in a situation. Well, yeah, you're absolutely right. Had he signed that contract, we probably throw the tag on Daniel Jones, because then now we wouldn't be in the situation that we're in right now. We would have paid at the time, which would have felt like a lot of money. I believe the tag for the quarterback was like $28 million last year. We would have tagged them, and then we would have been sitting in this situation now. Like, okay, well, he's either free to walk, another deal, or this.
I thought it was in the 30s.
That's what I was going to say. It's like in the 30 range, right? Wasn't it?
No, because of
I thought it was like 32 or so.
The fifth year option. It was 32. It was up to 32.
The tag for the tag was.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sorry. You're right. Because the fifth year. No, that's right. Because if we would have picked up his fifth year option, it would have been a $28 million.
Yeah,
we refused the fifth year option, and that's how we. Okay, yeah.
Well, my thing is this: everybody's saying, and don't get me wrong, I'm kind of on that bandwagon too, but I want to know Giants fans' opinions on this. Let's say they gave Saquon the bag.
Tanya, I see you.
What's the bag? Because they weren't giving him Christian McCaffrey money. So what was his number? I gotta know, what was his number? Was it 14? Was it 14? Because really, is that, if the Giants did offer him 13, is that $1 million really that much of a difference? Yeah, I mean, it could be, but it's just something in there is not clicking for me. Something in there is saying that, whether it was his agent, whether he didn't think he was being respected, because let's not forget, some of those interviews, the word respect came up.
Yeah.
Was it because of the fact that he wasn't getting Christian McCaffrey money?
He wanted McCaffrey money bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
And he was talking out of both sides of his mouth too.
Yes,
I don't know if he's trying to interview.
So Sully, I don't know how true this is. 14 for 4 years.
He would have never got the 4 years. They would have never given him 4.
He would have got the 2 and then that option.
Yeah, I think 3 would have been the max. Yeah, 3 would have been the max.
And I want to Danny, you're gonna love this. Hold on, Sully, you and Danny, you guys think alike. barely the start of last year, Danny finally crossed the picket fences and was on the Jones train, and now
I'm back off of it.
Yeah,
just like me. Just like me.
Yeah,
I'm done off of it. We cannot expect this guy. First of all, what he did or didn't do last year is what pissed me off more than anything. It's the fact that you are in your 5th year. Granted, you had a great year the year before.
Year in headlights.
A lot of things click. But you come into your 5th year and you're still making rookie mistakes. Some of that's got to be cleared up by year 5. And he's still doing it. That's when I said I'm done.
I think with him, it's the mental aspect of the game, right? Because I know he's hearing the rumblings. Barkley should have got paid first. I know he's hearing the rumblings. Are we really going to pay him, $160 million? I know He's hearing the talks. Jones wants to prove people right or wrong, whichever side of the aisle you're on, that he is worth the money. And that's the problem. He's not his anticipation's gone. He doesn't he basically, you're right, to your point, he did look like a rookie last year.
Well, see, here's my issue with it, and we had touched on this a little bit earlier today. Danny, correct me if I'm wrong. In our Instagram chat for the G-Men, it's the fact that us as fans have become so emotional about players that we just want to sign him, pay him what he wants. It doesn't work like that. That's why I always say, and I'm always stuck on, and I'm always going to believe that I'm a fan of the New York Football Giants. I don't care if who's the biggest. I don't care if they brought Kadarius Toney back. If he's wearing a Giants jersey, I'm a fan.
And because of that, that's why I got trust in Joe Shea. He knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing. Now, I want to bring in. Tanya brought up a good point. I need to find her comment real quick.
And real quick on the Kadarius Toney thing. Listen, guys, you gotta agree. If you don't agree with me, then something's wrong.
He's a clown.
The fact that it's been over a year now, and we as Giants fans are still stuck in that buffoon's head is the greatest.
Yeah,
it's a gift that keeps on giving.
It's exactly.
Did you hear? It's like if they give me the
here
ball,
we go. I found it. Here we go.
Out there. If they give me the
Tanya,
ball.
thank you so much for the support. I really do appreciate it. Sneaky, you have to realize Barkley, is probably frustrated. I think he was upset about the tag. He had to carry the offense the last 2 seasons, and we treat him like he doesn't matter.
That's what I was saying, like a slap in the face, Sneaky.
Here's the thing.
That's a tough pill to chew, but I mean, she's onto something.
Of what I just said.
Yeah,
we are too emotional as fans. Oh, well, Barkley didn't do this, and Barkley should have got that. And Barkley, listen, Barkley didn't have to sign that tag. He could have been a free agent.
He could have.
Nobody held a gun to his head and told him to sign that tag. And again, if he's a guy that's constantly spewing, well, it is a business, then he had to have expected to be tagged. Period.
It was no way it was a surprise. No way.
Exactly.
No way.
Well, the fact that he told the Giants no so many times, it was bound to happen. To happen.
But again, like he said, it's a business, and you got to look at what the running average for a running back was. The average for a running back last year was, what was it, Danny? Like 8-9 million?
About close to about 8 or 9.
About 8 million last year. And the Giants were literally going to pay him more than that when they offered him the 12.5, and then what they offered him at the end of the season that he rejected both was more than he would have gotten had they have gone with what the average running back is making.
And he wanted Jonathan Taylor money. Then he wanted Jonathan Taylor money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He saw what he got. He was like, oh, okay.
So moving on, there's other news that the Giants made other than Barkley being on Get Up. Okay, I'm gonna nip this in the butt. If I was his agent, don't do the interview. Bottom line, don't do the interview.
That interview was like, I didn't get nothing out of it.
It was basically a repeat from last year.
Yeah, exactly.
The whole interview for me was PC. He was saying what
he for it being an election year, he sure hell was campaigning. I'm a good player. I'm a locker. I'm a leader.
I want to be in the lights of Tiki.
I will cut your taxes. No, let me stop. Okay. So now we got some coaches that got promoted. I don't mind. I don't mind admitting when I'm wrong. And I was wrong. I honestly thought that whole one life to live situation with Wink and Dable was going to cut ties with Kifka and Dable. It turned Kafka. I say tomato, you say tomato.
Oh, it's 2 different letters.
Yeah, Judd, same thing. The fact that Kafka, I corrected myself, is still there, not only there, but got promoted to now assistant.
That's a PC move. That's a PC move.
Well, yes, it was a PC move.
New job titles over here.
But what it was, it locked him in for another year. The promotion that they gave him, it permitted other teams to talking to Kafka.
Yeah, as an OC, they give him the head. They give him the assistant head coach.
He got the promotion. And Tanya, I saw your question. I couldn't find it again.
They did it a week too late, though, Sneaky.
Say again?
They did it a week too late. They should have did it before that Seattle news dropped. They should have gave him the head assistant head coach.
Yeah. And they also added more duties to was it Shea?
Yeah, Shea Tierney.
Shea Tierney.
And
he's
Jerome.
now the pass coordinator, quality assurance, Boeing.
I don't know.
Make sure the belts are in the door. Personnel.
It's basically a step above Cowboy.
Yeah. Well, no, he was a quarterback coach. He's a quarterback coach, but they just gave him more duties, and then they also gave, instead of promoting the defensive coach to hold on.
This is gonna be a new thing for every team now. You know what I mean?
The only move I like is the one that you're about to talk about, Sneaky.
Charles Bolin. Hold
Oh,
on,
you talking about something different?
No, that's the
You talking about Jerome Henderson? I thought you were talking about, right?
Yeah, Jerome Henderson. That's what I'm talking about.
Like
yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, Jerome Henderson. Where now he's not the defensive coordinator, but he's now an assistant coach.
That's what I wanted. I wanted him as the DC once we the whole Denard Wilson thing fell apart. I was like, we got to give it to Jerome Henderson.
Yeah.
And then once they gave the job to Bowen, I jumped right on YouTube. I'm like, please give him some type of title, promotion, or just throw some money in his pocket because we need Jerome Henderson here. So I was happy about that announcement.
Now, my question, because I wanted Jerome as well. Do you think he didn't want the job?
He interviewed for it. He was interviewed for it, so I'm assuming he had to want it if he interviewed for it.
So, I mean, then that's so, okay, he didn't get the coordinator job, but he's getting the assistant coach job.
No, he's the defensive passing game coordinator.
I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they threw him a bone. I mean, let's be honest. It was a bone they threw him because they knew, he got passed over, and I don't think he should have. But they gave him a little bit because every promotion, you get more money. You get more money, and they gave him the title, and I think that just keeps him happy because, I mean, he was still under contract regardless. So we would have to let him out of his contract in order for him to leave. So, and I don't think we would have let any more coaches really leave at this point. But I'm just glad they gave him something. And guess what? Money always helps the fall. Softens the blow a little bit, I guess.
Speaking of defensive coordinators, we can take the Cowboys off the Wink Martindale list.
Who did they pick up?
The former head coach
Zimmer.
of
Mike Zimmer.
Wow.
Yeah, he's going back.
They had interviewed Rex Ryan, but there that go.
Zimmer was actually there the last time they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
he was on that staff.
Oh, really?
Like
wow.
Stop it.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. In '95. Yep. He was on that. He was a part of that staff.
Put that juju out there, Dash. Come on now.
Guys, remember this? Remember this?
Come on, stop.
Oh man.
He was the water boy, wasn't he?
I don't know what he was. He could have been, like you said, quality control of the buffet.
Quality control, blowing the bolts on the door. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited for now. Now we got the Super Bowl coming up. I think we should start a drinking game. I think on we should have started the whole drinking game. Oh, first off, let me back up. Maurice Jones-Drew. I don't know if you guys saw opening night of the Super Bowl festivities, if you will. So Maurice Jones-Drew was on the NFL Network, and the woman introduced him as Super Bowl champion Maurice Jones-Drew.
Oops.
And I'm like, what?
That's like
And
Steve
then-
Harvey announcing Miss America.
Oh my god.
I can't remember the guy's name. I think it's Robinson. He was with Seattle. He won a Super Bowl. He played for Penn State.
Michael Robinson.
Thank you.
That's the-
That dude is bad. That dude is, I mean, anyway, he straight up said, don't you ever call him Super Bowl champion. Don't you ever do that again. So I had to, DVR. So I played it back and I'm like, is he wearing a replica ring on national TV? I would. I mean, as a Giants one, of course.
Wait a minute.
Right?
Maurice Jones-Drew had a replica ring on?
No.
Oh.
After some digging, Maurice Jones-Drew is it Denard Robinson? No, it's Mike
Robinson. Yeah, Michael.
Yeah, Denard Robinson was a former Michigan quarterback / running back who came to the NFL with the Jaguars and really didn't do too much.
He's the one that Jadeveon Clowney hit that time. That made Jadeveon Clowney.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so Maurice Jones-Drew, he is a Super Bowl champion.
With who?
Because when the Rams won their Super Bowl back in
he worked with the
2022,
Rams. He
was a color commentator for the Los Angeles Rams. So he did.
He got a participation trophy.
No. Hey, he was still with an organization. To his defense,
Commentators get rings. I didn't know that.
The whole team gets a ring. Wow. Everybody gets a ring.
Damn.
Wow.
So okay, and then let's put it in perspective now. Our assistant GM, Brandon
Brown,
thank you. He got a Super Bowl ring. Do you guys know with who?
I know he was with the Eagles. Was he with the Titans?
There you go. Eagles. He got it with the Eagles.
He was with that staff. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So wouldn't you call him a Super Bowl champion?
Well, he was part of like player personnel though. So he was like actually
giving commentators Super Bowl rings.
Yeah.
That's like Bob Papa getting a ring. You think Bob Papa gets a ring?
Bob Papa.
Yeah. Everybody.
Wow. Okay. I should have been a commentator.
Does Papa have a ring?
Well, see,
I
now
know.
I'm upset now. We as fans should get rings now.
And we do.
I need to-
What are you
I
talking
need to-
about? We do.
I need the Sneaky G.
Hey, I'm about to say, hey guys, hit me up after the show. I know a guy. Okay, I know a guy.
No. Here's the difference. They didn't have to pay for him. I'm not paying for him.
No. See, that's where you're wrong. They had to pay for it in their way. We actually have to pay for it our way.
No, we
That's the
don't
only
pay
difference.
for it now. We haven't seen a Super Bowl since 2011.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you know what I say to that? Thank God we ain't the Cowboys.
That's true.
We got 6 years. We got 6 years to win one to keep the streak alive. So
Got to do it. Dash, I appreciate you coming on.
Yeah.
I want to bring on Caleb real quick, and Danny, I appreciate you. Before I let you guys go, give me some predictions this week.
Oh, I'm going with the Chiefs all the way. Yeah.
What's your score? Now keep in mind this is recorded, so
Yeah, no problem. I'm thinking 27-24. It's going to be close. I give 27-24 Chiefs.
okay. Danny, what you got?
I got Chiefs 30-24 around there. Yeah.
Tanya says a tie. Can we do that? A tie?
Right.
Yeah, cut the Lombardi Trophy in half. Yeah.
How many times is showing Taylor Swift? Let's go. How many times?
Right. Oh, and that's the
13.
drinking game I'm talking about.
13.
13?
Every time they say Taylor Swift, you got to take a shot.
Have you guys seen the conspiracy theory thing that's going around?
I think so. But what one are you talking
So
about?
I'm gonna
that
bring
video.
I'll bring up all the ones I can remember because there's actually a few more. So it's Super Bowl 58, right? What's 5 + 8? 13.
13, yeah.
Taylor Swift's new album. What's the name of it?
Shit, I know that.
13.
Okay.
13.
All right.
Taylor Swift is in Tokyo. How many hours does it take to get from Tokyo to Las Vegas for the Super Bowl?
13.
13 hours. I'm not done. I'm not done.
Sneak, you haven't seen that video?
You haven't seen that video yet?
No.
I'm gonna send it to you. I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it.
No.
What was some of the other ones? I mean, dude,
Oh my god,
everything is leading up. Oh, here's one. Taylor Swift has been to how many Chiefs games this year?
Not
I guess 13.
No, 12.
Oh.
The Super Bowl will be 13.
Oh my
Oh
God.
wow.
See?
So I'm gonna tell y'all right now, all right, if we were to add how many hours, right, of while at work I spend in the bathroom, 13.
Come on, man. You're killing me. I love these conspiracies.
Well, I mean,
Listen,
the conspiracy of the whole thing.
up until it ended up being the Chiefs and the 49ers in a Super Bowl, I was still trying to figure out a way to get the Super Bowl logo with the purple and the red to still make sense. I'm sitting here telling everybody, hold on.
Me too.
Take the Super Bowl, and let's say it's the 49ers red, and you somehow get the Lions blue, it's still purple.
You mean the Chiefs? The Chiefs red and the 49ers
or the
the
Niners.
Lions?
Red,
Yeah,
because red and blue makes purple.
yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah,
I'm huge on that stuff, man. It's fun.
I just hope nobody at work watches this, because then they'll be like, oh, that makes sense why you're never in your office.
But before I go, Danny, you said how many times does Taylor Swift get? I guess they. Here's it. Every time the Chiefs score a touchdown, my prediction is what, 27 points. So that's 4 times, right? So that's 4, and then however many receptions Kelsey has.
Kelsey gets, yeah.
So I think Kelsey has maybe 6, 7 receptions. So there you go. 14 times they pan to Taylor Swift.
So on Instagram, I have a hot take. I have a hot take on Instagram. Here we go. Hot take alert. This is the hot take. Giants will lose McKinney to free agency because he wants out, and the Giants trade their 3rd round pick for Javon Holland to fix. Is that a hot take?
No.
I don't.
I'd rather have
I
McKinney.
see us bringing this back McKinney with a franchise tag. I see us doing that.
We'll find out as soon as they rework those contracts. If they rework Dex AT, then McKinney's coming back.
Yeah. I heard about that.
So the biggest rumor for the Super Bowl is that if the Chiefs win at the 50-yard line, Kelsey's going to propose to.
Oh my gosh,
Caleb, I got you, man. Don't go anywhere. Real quick, he was asked this media day. I don't know if you guys saw the question. He said, who's going to get a ring first? No, I think the question was spoken between Brock Purdy and Taylor Swift. Who's going to get a ring first? Implying, the conspiracy. If, the Chiefs win, he's going to propose on the 50-yard line. So I asked Mama Boss that question, and Tanya, please, chime in on this too. I do need a woman's perspective on this. So I told my wife, my love, the woman of my dreams. Okay, honey, if he wins and he proposes on the 50-yard line, is that a Hallmark moment? My wife, Mama Boss, straight up said, no, that is the cheesiest thing I have ever heard of in my whole life.
Yep.
And right there, she said it was made up, it's fake, and then I will believe the NFL is scripted. I was like,
wow.
And I've never heard her talk like this. Never. Like she has never said anything.
Yeah, that's bars right there.
Oh, and here we go. Tanya says, nah, exactly. Don't take away from the team's win.
I wouldn't even embarrass myself because, like, do we realize or do we, Taylor Swift is a man eater. Like,
Travis Kelce is the only thing he's looking for is to be Taylor Swift's next album. That's it.
Yeah,
Right.
the breakup, right?
Right.
Then he's gonna be good
breakup
material.
It's not going to end pretty. Okay.
It's gonna
And
be Purdy.
You all know that.
it's not going to end pretty. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Good one. Nice one.
And I wonder if Kelsey is like, I wonder if she saw that leaked photo of Drake. I wonder if Kelsey is like,
Oh no.
Or she could be like, let her look.
I gotta ask you guys a question. I'm considering something,
Uh-huh.
and I don't want to get too off of topic, but we're talking about Kelsey. I need your guys' opinion, and if anybody knows this about me, it's I hate the freaking Eagles. I'm considering a Jason Kelsey jersey.
No.
And why? Don't do it. Don't do it.
Why?
I like Kelsey as a person, but I can't do it.
I want to hear the explanation.
The most, like, I respect him, like, among all the players in the NFL. Like, he's one of the guys I respect the most.
You know what? Him and his brother, they have a podcast. They have T-shirts. You go get and get one of those.
Oh, that's
Get a
nice.
po- get a podcast.
That's a damn good idea.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Hey, look at that. Sully.
Blasphemy.
Sully said, blasphemy.
Say it ain't so. Aaron. Say it ain't so.
Blasphemy. Blasphemer.
Listen, listen, guys. If for everybody that's calling me a blasphemer, you're 100% right, and I just want you to know that I'm bullshitting you because I would never.
Right. Oh, I knew that one. Yeah.
Ever. I would
Can't do
rather take a cattle prod to my anal glands.
Good Lord.
Lord have mercy.
Jeez.
Tanya says, get a Giants jersey with his name and number. There you go.
Yeah, that's another way to do it.
So there was a TikTok. I did a TikTok
Oh, go ahead.
a while back. It said, I would shit on my hands and clap. That's what I would do.
Lord.
All right.
Go ahead, Danny. What you got?
No, before I wanted to ask you guys' opinion. Did you guys?
Hold on, you're sounding a little mumbly. Just want to give you a heads
Hear me
up.
now? You hear me now?
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah.
Got you.
All right, just wanted to get you guys' opinion. Did you guys see what Cam Newton was talking about Brock Purdy?
Yes, I loved it. I loved it.
What's your opinion on that? What's your opinion on him
Well,
calling?
no, Ann, go ahead and tell everybody his response. Go ahead.
I
Real
don't
cool,
know
Dad. Don't go
if
anywhere.
his
Yeah, I
direct
wanted to.
response.
Yeah,
I don't know if it has come out that Purdy actually said it, but
Right.
he said Cam Newton's probably right. I probably am the 10th best player on my team. But I also know that there's 90 NFL quarterbacks and he's not one of them.
That's what I heard too.
nice.
Yeah, I heard that too.
If he really said that, God bless him.
I wish
Because
they
I've
had a
been waiting
recording.
for somebody to shut him
Yeah.
up.
Talk so
I need
much.
Now,
I need a hot mic for that one.
I want to expand a little bit on that, and then I'll move on because I do got to bring on Caleb, and I see local Dad chimed in too.
Clown Newton.
49er and a
Clown
Chiefs fan. So Ryan Clark said a beautiful piece, and he said the reason why Cam is coming at it in that kind of angle is because Cam did so much more with less. Oh, I'm sorry, he was able to accomplish more with less. Purdy is in a situation that we can only dream of, right?
I got hold on. I'm
Uh-oh.
going to disagree with Clark because let's talk facts here. The reason that Panthers team made the Super Bowl was because of their defense, not because of Cam.
Oh boy.
Because of that offense was because of that defense, because of Luke Kuechly and those guys.
He was the MVP that year.
And Peppers too.
But you know what though?
Yeah, was Peppers on that defense?
Huh?
Julius Peppers.
Yeah, was he on the?
I don't think Peppers was there then.
I don't think. No,
I think that might have been his last year.
No, I think Peppers might have already been on the Bears
Really?
by then.
Oh,
Because I know.
You know what? He
hold
might-
on. You know what?
Was Greg
Talk
Olsen on
amongst
that squad?
But I got to get out of here, fellas.
Okay, Dash. I appreciate you,
Dash.
fam. Yeah. Let me just hear one time, man.
Okay. Let's go Giants. Oh,
Appreciate you, fam. Be good. Be good. No, yeah. So we got Brandon Frost. Thank you. He was on it. I thought so because I remember him making some. He was making some defensive plays too.
Listen, don't get me wrong. Cam Newton was a great quarterback. The problem with Cam Newton is Cam Newton became, in my head, Cam Newton, and his ego ruined his career.
Flamboyant Cam Newton.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, I don't care what you do outside that. People used to make fun of Odell Beckham Jr. because he used to like to sit in a hot tub with guys. Listen, I don't care if you're gay. If you're catching touchdown passes, that's
right,
what I care about.
Right.
You winning us games? Hey, it is what it is. Yeah.
That's all that means. Hey, Danny, I appreciate you, fam.
Hey,
I gotta move on. I told Caleb he would come on for a little bit and also got Real Cool Dad.
Sure.
We're gonna talk the Super Bowl. So
let's go Chiefs.
Did you give us any? What was your predictions again, Danny?
I would say Real Cool Dad's Chiefs winning it. But I would say what did I say? I would say 37-24 around there.
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate you, Danny.
Running for 150, just like something like that. I'm telling you, listen, I'm pulling for my boy. He's from New Jersey. So I got to pull for my boy for Pacheco. That's all I'm saying.
Look, I just hope I hope we're in this predicament next year. That's all I'm saying.
Let's hope.
That's all. I mean, hey, Strahan said it best. If you believe it,
it will happen.
So let's believe. Let's just believe. Anyway, Danny, I appreciate you, fam. Let me hear it one time, man.
All right, fellas. Good night, and let's go Giants. Ow.
All right, hey, fam. Love you, man. I'll talk to you later, bro. Be good. Okay. So, as you know, I'm taking a quick. Well, no, we're still gonna. I'll throw in some Giants here and there. Oh, we got Cowboy Levi saying it's going to be 36-30 Chiefs.
That's a good score.
So I'll tell you all my prediction right here. So I got the Chiefs winning 27-20. I can't bet against the Chiefs. I just can't. I am an NFC guy, but it's hard to. I mean, 6 times in the conference game. This is what their fourth Super Bowl in 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Real Cool Dad.
No, I was gonna say, did you see that when they did the Jets Hard Knocks and they had that guy who did all the mind reading tricks and stuff in their thing?
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah, he pulled McCall Hardman up and had them predict the Super Bowl score and said, "We're going to win." Talking to McCall Hardman, he predicted 31-21. But McCall is on the Chiefs, and he never said the Jets were going to win. He said, "We're going to win."
Did he get traded mid-season?
Yeah, week 6.
Oh, my God. Oh, speaking of that, did you got tickets yet?
Nah, man. I got the best seat in the house right here on my couch.
Yeah. Okay, because I was thinking about you this weekend. Mama Boss told me that the seats, like the nosebleeds, was $10,000 for one.
Nah.
For one. And then they went down to I think like $6,500.
Yeah.
This week. And then of course we talked about it last night's show and on the NFC East show. And he said, and Philly mentioned, tell Real Cool Dad to wait until game day and you'll find a ticket for $3,000.
So, yeah, I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to chill at my house and watch it. I'll save that $3,000 for a trip to go see the Chiefs play somewhere else.
Yeah, and here see Tanya, and I can watch it at home for free, right?
Exactly. And the bathroom is close.
And and I want to ask you this, Caleb. Don't worry, I see you, man. I didn't forget about you, bro. The bathroom situation in the LA in the Raiders stadium. Philly was straight up clowning that stadium. Okay. Is there not a lot of bathrooms there?
You know what? When I was there, I never had an issue finding the bathrooms. It was easy, right by my seats. They were relatively nice and clean. I thought they could have had some TVs in them so we could watch the game while we went to the bathroom, but they didn't do that. But I thought it was fine. I thought the stadium compared to Arrowhead, I thought Raider Stadium was nice. I mean, at Arrowhead, obviously the experience was better, even though we lost. But there's no Wi-Fi connection on your phone. Like you're not getting any connection ever.
I noticed that during the draft, I had really
Yeah,
bad connection.
they're not set up for that. You go to Raider Stadium, man. You can jump on your phone right away, order food from your phone right to your chair. Yeah, it was nice.
So when I went to MetLife, and I got to go into, they have the room where they have all the Super Bowl trophies, like the whole history of the team. I mean, I'll admit, it was a little overwhelming, right?
Yeah.
Just to see all that in the room and being like, how am I gonna fit all this in my bag? Hey, I'm leaving here with something. I'm not. No, I'm kidding. Did the Chiefs? Did they have something like that as well?
They did. They had a whole area where they had the Chiefs Hall of Fame and regular Hall of Fame. They had all the busts up. They had uniforms in different parts for specific games and stuff like that. It was like a little museum that you could walk through. It was
because they had all the Hall of Famers and they had all the people with the Ring of Honor, old trophies. So Caleb, you've been quiet, man, and I respect that. Matter of fact, let me move myself down here so you guys can be.
I was just sitting here watching the NFL honors. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, what award are they on right now?
I was just watching the Offensive Player of the Year.
Who won it?
My boy, CMC.
Well, that's
okay.
accurate. That's who it should be. What about Man of the Year? Did they do that yet?
I don't know. I've just turned it on.
Because
Stefanski won Coach of the Year.
I'm gonna say the Man of the Year needs to be Armstead. Just saying. The man's been voted. The man's been the nominee 4 years in a row. Give that man his due.
Stefanski won Coach of the Year.
I'm gonna take full responsibility if Saquon doesn't win Man of the Year. I tried campaigning for him, and I think I should have made more posts about him. I honestly should have.
Saquon was just on there.
Yeah, because he is going for he is up for Man of the Year. He's one of the nominees.
Yeah, he was on there playing a guitar and eating some Uber Eats.
Man of the Year, NFL. Yeah, I don't see what it says yet. It has Dak Prescott on there, and I think we all know who won MVP too. That kind of goes without saying. Lamar. I mean,
yeah.
So, guys,
even though Lamar turned into Dak in the playoffs, but it's okay.
You know what?
I do gotta get going at 10 or 9:30.
Okay, so so let's get into this. Sorry, Caleb.
You're good.
Let's get into this. Caleb, your thoughts on the Super Bowl and this whole talk about your guy being a game manager.
No,
being
my system quarterback.
Right, exactly. And also, what was it? The 10th best player on the team. What's your thoughts on that? And please, you could throw in some smack talk to this Chiefs fan right here. It's okay.
As an honest fan, obviously, I think we're going to win. I want to have faith in my team, but I'm not doubting Kansas City. I will never, from watching Mahomes, I will never doubt Mahomes in the playoffs and regular season, nothing. But I will say I kind of lost a little respect for Cam Newton after what he was talking about to Purdy. And did you see what Purdy said back to him too?
Oh yeah, we were talking about that. Yeah, I know there's 90 quarterbacks or 90 quarterbacks in the league, and he ain't one of them. Now I'm gonna say, and cool, Dad, I'm gonna bring you in on this too. I'm not a fan of Bosa. Okay, he doesn't know when to close his mouth. And he gave the the Kansas City Chiefs some locker room material. And what okay, first off, real cool, Dad. He basically said they hold a lot. What is your thoughts when someone says that?
So,
well, first off,
show me an offensive line that
do they
doesn't
hold a lot? Do they hold a lot?
Oh, for sure. Just tell me an offensive line that doesn't hold a lot. They all hold. Come on now.
Okay.
Now, we have the most penalized player in the league. Jawan Taylor is the most penalized player, period. False starts and holding. It is what it is. But if it's a holding versus a sack or something Pat getting hit, then it's a fair trade. You know what I mean? But Bosa's gonna see on Sunday. Spags has Coach Reed has something planned. I'm sure there's gonna be extra offensive linemen over there, or tight ends. I don't see Pat really getting hit very often. You know what I mean? I think a fire is set under these guys. They've all been there before. We all know that the tackles on our team is the weak link. So if you really want to get to Pat, the smart thing would do was not to over rush and let the interior line help on the outside, and then Armstead can come up the middle. If you want to get to Pat, you sell the outside and let the inside come in.
So Caleb, what's your thoughts? I'm shocked that RCD did say yes, they do hold a lot.
Of course.
Yeah. So do you believe KC holds a lot? Oh, and bro, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Does KC hold a lot? One. And do you think that's something Bosa should have been like, maybe you should have kept your mouth shut?
I think they hold a lot. I won't even lie, because I noticed a lot of holding on Bosa when we played them a couple of years ago in the Super Bowl. But I'm not gonna say either that cost us the game. I'm gonna say Jimmy G sold that game away. We sold that game away. I'm not even going to blame it on Jimmy G. We sold the game. We had it in our hands, but I will agree that KC does hold a lot, in my opinion.
I mean, you look at some of the top pass rushers. You look at some of the top pass rushers in the league. You look at Nick Bosa. You look at Max Crosby. You telling me these dudes ain't being held constantly by every tackle that's playing them? Yeah. Come on now. Chris Jones, he's being held.
I got a gentleman on Instagram saying that if the Niners don't get pressure on Pat, he will pick them apart.
Oh, 100%.
And the funny thing about that, I made that same comment, but about Purdy at work today. I said they have to blitz him up the middle. They have to keep him running. You can't let him just stay, standing in the pocket. Force him to go right or left on the run, which he's still dangerous on the run. I'm not saying that's going to make it any easier, but if you disrupt the rhythm and the the pass protection, the route system, how it's all developed, and make him improvise as, say, a Pat Mahomes, because Mahomes, that's the thing that Shanahan has to worry about. Pat Mahomes is what's the word I'm looking for? Improvisation, right, on the field. So now that being said, I don't even know where I was going with that.
I'm gonna say Purdy is the least mobile quarterback the Chiefs have played in the playoffs. We went Tua, Josh Allen, and Lamar Jackson.
Right, and that's what you want to do. You want to make him run.
Purdy has the weakest arm and is the slowest quarterback we'll face in the playoffs.
That's okay. I'll give you some of that, but he is accurate.
We have the fourth best passing defense. We had the most sacks. If we want to stop the 49ers, the only thing we have to do is stop CMC.
Caleb, so I know you got like 7 minutes left. I mean, of course, if you can stay longer, you know. So I want you to have this time. Tell me what can KC do in order for them to be successful? Basically saying, what is the weakest link of the 49ers and what does the 49ers need to do to be Super Bowl champs?
For KC to win, like he said, stop CMC. I'll give them that. That's how every team beats. If they can stop CMC and put pressure on Purdy, as in our league, just like the Ravens game, they kept putting pressure on Purdy. He threw 4 picks, 1/2. So I think if they can stop CMC and they can put pressure on Purdy, we lose that game.
Now, what about the Chiefs? Or what do the 49ers need to do to get their ring?
Just use our weapons. We have a team to do it. We have just like the Rams did in 21, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
We got the team to do it. We just got to use all our weapons and can't let nobody get hurt. Like when Debo got hurt in the Green Bay game, we almost lost that game. Debo and McCaffrey are 2 of our biggest weapons, and we got to use them, utilize them. And
If they're not on the field, it's a different game plan for Shanahan. You know what I mean? And if you force Purdy to pass, we got some of the best secondary in the league. You know what I mean? Our linebackers are solid. The fact that we're out Charles Omenihu, I think, is big. I don't know who's gonna line up on the other side. I did hear that they said that the 49ers right tackle is suspect, so they may put Chris Jones on that side away from Trent Williams. You know what I mean? Or line Chris Jones across from Trent Williams and then let George Karlaftis and the other guys come in the middle. You know what I mean? So there's different things. The blitz from the secondary. I mean, Purdy's going to have to be able to check out these defenses. I mean, Spags, he's going to have something dialed up for this. You know what I mean? And all the Chiefs need to do to win is catch the damn ball.
Right.
That's it. Travis is going to ball out. Pacheco's going to get his yards, but somebody else is going to have to step up and catch, whether it's MVS, Justin Watson, maybe Noah Gray, the tight end. Please, Lord, don't put Kadarius Toney out there.
I heard he wasn't even playing.
I hope not. Did you see how someone put like AI on Andy Reid's voice and said that they didn't want him to play with his brick ass hands, and they said
I need to see that.
They should have had the rest of the team on IR for how much Kadarius hurt them.
So Caleb, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
16, about to be 17.
You're 16. So how many Super Bowls is this for you? Is this the third one?
3, yeah.
And obviously you weren't there during the Montana time days, if you will, and the Steve Young. Okay. For a minute, let's just do a hypothetical. And I hate hypotheticals, but I want you to let's just have a fantasy real quick, okay? I know that sounds weird, but just hear me out. Those that are watching and listening, don't be editing this crap. But I want you to fantasize the San Francisco 49ers hoisting the Lombardi Trophy. What is the first thing what is the first feeling you have? And what's your first thought right now?
It's probably going to be one of the best days of my life, seeing my team win a Super Bowl for the first time.
Are you going to get emotional? Do you see that happening?
Depends. It really just depends on like that moment.
And that's the thing, Sneaky. I think it's different because of how young he is. We know it. Like when we won our first one, I had never seen it in my life.
Right.
You know what I mean? The first one was in '69, and the other one, was 50 years later. So I'm like, you know what I mean? It's like.
Did you get emotional?
Oh, 100%. And then on the last one, when we won the last one, I got even more emotional and started crying because when you see Jason and then Jason hugging Travis and then Jason hugging his mom and Travis hugging his mom, you're like, God dang, man.
You got Sully right here. Oh, he gonna cry in the car. So I was a little spoiled. All right, I'll tell you real quick about me. You got to go, Caleb?
Yeah, in just a second.
Okay.
Because I got a weight room in the morning.
I'll make it quick. Oh yeah, that's right. Your senior year.
Yep.
So are you a junior now?
Yeah. I'll be at my senior year actually starts in October, September-ish.
Okay. Where you go to school at?
Butler.
What state is that?
Kentucky.
Oh, Kentucky. Okay.
That's why I'm a
like,
huge Lamar fan. I watched him play in college and everything. That's why.
Okay. I'll tell you, man. I'm glad this is your senior year, and I appreciate your words. And I'm gonna call you out real quick. You put a smile on my face, man. I got to tell you, Caleb. Can I share with them?
Go ahead.
Okay, because I should have asked before, but so Caleb slid into my DMs, and I'm going to summarize that he explained that he's a junior, and that next year is going to be his last year playing football, and then he's going to make it count. Man, that made me. You know what, man? You almost made me hit somebody because I was driving when I read it. I'm kidding, but I was seriously driving when I was reading it. And I want to tell you, man, that meant a lot to me. And I thank you for that. I really do. And I want you to make it count. What's your position?
I play tight end, punter, kicker.
Everything. You're a jack of all trades, but a master of none. I like that. If you can, man, go to every camp, this summer. If you want to continue, I wish you the best of luck, bro. I really do.
Like, can I say something to him?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
All right, so my senior season ended October, November-ish, and I just don't take any of it for granted. Spend time with your teammates, all that, and just make the most out of it, man. Because you're never going to be able to experience this again. Yeah. So.
And one more thing before I go, this is all I'm saying. You asked what would happen if we did win. What would happen if we lose? I wouldn't really care. It'd just be the same story every year. Make it this far and we lose, so.
That's why I didn't even ask that.
Well, real cool, Dad. Good luck on Sunday.
All right, brother. Well, I was saying, like, if the Chiefs lose, I'm going to be upset. You know what I mean? It's just the way I am. But I look at someone like Trent Williams, one of the best left tackles in the league, no Super Bowl ring, guaranteed Hall of Famer. Rings like that for him, Kittle, CMC, that says a lot for their Hall of Fame career. It just puts a little icing on the cake. You know what I mean? I hate seeing Hall of Fame players not actually get the ring. So if the Chiefs lose and they get it, that's awesome, man. Because it's rare, and people like that need. I think when you have players of that caliber, it suits them good to have some jewelry.
Caleb, man, I appreciate you coming on, bro. If I can, let me hear it one time, man.
I want to say let's go Niners because it's our game on Sunday, but let's go Giants. Out.
I appreciate you, bro. Hey, good luck this weekend, man, for real.
Thank you, man.
Later. Have a good night.
I can't stay that much longer, but I wanted to say today is the 24th anniversary of Derek Thomas's death.
Oh, wow.
He wore number 58. This is Super Bowl 58. We winning it for DT.
Yeah, okay, yeah. You want to talk about crying? Yo, I had, for some reason, I had a dream. Like, I was young, and it was football, whatever. And I just had not a dream. I had like a premonition that I was actually going to meet him. And when he passed, yeah, it was right after the Super Bowl. Man, that hurt.
Yeah,
I mean, first he got in an accident, and then he was paralyzed.
Yeah.
And then he saw Rod Smith, and then he got then he passed away in the hospital, and
man, Derek Thompson is like crazy, man. That guy was a beast, man. I mean, remember that
Yeah,
years ago? That hit at the Red game at KC?
Yeah.
98, I think. You put a hit on Jeff George, like just knocked him out, like boom.
Well, he still to this day owns the record for the most sack in one games.
Was it that game?
He sacked. I think that it was Steve DeBerg for the
Oh, yeah.
Seahawks. He sacked him 7 times in one game.
Damn.
Ruckle Dad, I appreciate you.
All right,
Good
brother,
luck
man.
this weekend. And let me hear one time, man.
Let's go Giants.
Let's go.
Appreciate you.
What's up, brother?
Man.
What's up, Sneaky?
Rest in peace, DT. Man, that was my guy.
Yeah.
That was my guy.
That was pretty sad.
Bro, how you doing, man?
I've been good. How you been?
I've been good. Aaron, what about you, man? How you doing?
Good. Just here chilling.
We are getting close.
I know.
We are.
Everybody left, or what? I'm surprised everybody left. Thought it was a Giant show today.
Well, it's like the Super Bowl edition, kind of a little bit of everything. And I mean, I had Danny on for a minute, and had to dip out. I had Dash. Pretty good show. Pretty good show.
Saquon staying or leaving, or what's up with him?
Say what?
Saquon, he's staying or he's leaving? Saquon?
Oh, Saquon. I'm gonna say he's staying, but I'm like perturbed a little bit. Don't tell me you want to be a Giant for life and then put a butt in there.
What I heard from my friends that are Giants fans, they're saying they don't want him no more. Like get out of here. That's what I heard.
See, well, I mean, I haven't got that sentiment, right? I mean, and I'm not saying your Giant fans are your friends that are Giant fans are horrible people, because they are, for saying that. But no, I don't mean, I don't want nobody knocking on my door. Hey, remember what you said on your show? Raise up. They'd be like, once you drop the shirt. I'm like, no, you don't want me to my shirt. I think it's all about the money, and unfortunately, that's the bottom line. What about you, bro? What do you think?
As much as I love Saquon, been watching him. I wanted us to take him. I just don't feel like he's worth anything more than $8 million. And if he does get more than $8 million, good for him. If not, and he wants more, he's going to go down the same route as Le'Veon Bell, and he's going to be out of the league in 3 years.
That's a name I haven't heard in a while. That's a name I haven't heard. Someone who had a bright future.
Look at Josh Jacobs, man. He got $11 million, and he just didn't really do that good.
That's right, because he signed his franchise tag, didn't he?
Yeah. And he just
Are they going to re-sign him?
I hope they do, man. I wouldn't mind. I mean, if we have a 1-2 punch with Zamir White and Josh Jacobs, is not bad, but I don't know, man. Depends. I mean, I hope they do.
Also, bro, let me ask you, what are your thoughts on like the promotion and the coaching staff for the Giants?
I don't know about the hire of Shane Bowen as defensive coordinator. He loves his 3-4 base defense. I think we're more fit for a 4-3 or a 5-2, but if he knows how to stop the run, and that's what we've really struggled with. So I like that, and I like Kafka. I haven't given up on him yet. I just feel like if he gets the right weapon, like a Malik Neighbors or a Keon Coleman or a Roma Dunze, then I feel like he's going to actually flourish in a system like ours.
Yeah, and also, hold on a sec. Let me make sure. Yeah, with the promotion. Well, I mean, is it a promotion? I'll say the added on duties or added title for Jerome and Shea. Well, I'm sorry. Let me back up. Let's go to Kafka first. With all the talk of the dysfunction in the New York Football Giants organization, the fact that Kafka is staying, which I thought he was not going to, I think it says a lot about Kafka and Coach Dable. That I mean, they're that in my mind that there's an understanding that when you're in the heat of the game, don't take nothing personal. And I mean, that's the only reason why I can assume he took the promotion.
Well, I think people have been saying our team is dysfunctional since we had Olivier Vernon on it, and there's one common denominator throughout the whole thing, and it's John Mara and Steve Tisch, and I feel like something needs to happen up higher than the front office with the ownership, and I feel like they need to do something quick before it gets
Like
out of control.
like what?
Sell the team. I don't know. Rebrand, not rebrand, but like
Yeah, you don't want to rebrand.
Reset your. I don't know the right word for it. Like,
I'll be honest.
I
And
feel like they're too involved. They're too involved in the.
Well, I'm going to push back. I'm going to push back a little bit. I don't mind. It's first of all, it's their team. You know, they have every right to get it involved as much as they want to. When you use the term "too involved," I think of Jerry Jones. I think of Jerry Jones when you say "too involved." I think Mara, Mr. Mara and Mr. Tisch, I think they give Shane all the resources that he needs to be successful. Now they're going to give their 2 cents. I mean, they have to, of course.
Yeah.
You don't want an owner that's absent. You want an owner that's present.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
That's his product on the field. And Aaron, you good?
Yeah, I'm good, brother. Sorry, I'm bad.
Okay. I just want to make sure you're doing good.
Yeah.
And I don't think, in my opinion, this is all what it is. I don't think the Mara family and Tisch family are too involved, in my opinion. Because again, when you say too involved, I'm thinking of Jerry Jones making moves, right? He's making moves without even confronting his team. He picked up Trey Lance, the whole Trey Lance thing.
Yeah, didn't Jerry Jones, isn't he like the general manager as well?
Yes.
Yeah. Like that.
He's the GM and the
owner.
So at least we have not only do we have a GM, we have a competent GM. We have a GM that knows how to GM, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
But I think with and also going from Mara Tisch to Shane, and then now also Dable. I think with Dable and his coaching staff, we finally got the staff that's gonna take us as far as we can next year.
I hope so.
Yeah. And I did hear about Shane that he doesn't Bodeman, the new defensive coordinator, he doesn't blitz as much as Wink does, although not too many coordinators do. So
I feel like the blitz is where we really succeeded, though, and I don't know how we're going to operate without a good pass rush unless we sign a Brian Burns or a Josh Allen in free agency.
Well, and also too, we are built for man coverage, like right now, today, like who's on our roster, and I'm pretty sure Bowman's going to look at our roster, and I hope we keep Simmons. I really do, because and also McFadden. And of course, K and Tibbs. If we can keep that group together, we'll be dangerous. We'll be dangerous.
If Larry could stay healthy, we'd be top 10 pass rush in the league.
Oh man, that would be I mean, and then actually, if he could stay healthy, and then we use him coming off the bench.
The bench,
I mean, and yeah, maybe start him a couple games, but keep him fresh. Maybe keep him on account. Just to limit his, risk of injury. Oh man.
And if we do end up signing Josh Allen or Brian Burns or another pass rusher in free agency, then I feel like Ojulari coming off the bench could really be like the best possible scenario for his career, because he would not take as many reps. He wouldn't get hurt as much. and he's a game wrecker. I'm not game wrecker. Is that the right word? Game wrecker,
Game wrecker,
something like that.
game changer. So Giant season said the pass defense is going to be at the bottom. Adoree is gone. Bowman is a zone guy. See, I heard that he does play man a lot. I need to do my homework with him. I didn't see the, but also hold on. Let me do this real quick. So he was on the Titans last year. And Giant season, you got me got the juice flowing, if you will. Let's see. Hold on a sec here. Shoot. Whoops.
I feel like Bowen is more of a hybrid type of guy. He
Yeah,
plays
I think so
the
too.
ball, but his zone is his expertise. He's not really a man like guru, as they say, but he could definitely play both.
Well, I mean, let's look at the defense, okay? So, I mean, Bowen, if we're looking at the defense,
Oh, I gotta charge my computer.
okay, that's just the all right. So, I mean, if we look at 2020, not 2020, 2021, they were 6th in points, 12th in rushing. And then 2022, 14th in points, 23 in rushing. And then last year they were a top 20 defense, 16 in points, 18 in rushing. I'll take that.
And Bowen also had what's Jeffrey Simmons, and now he has Thibodeau and Dexter Lawrence and whoever go out and get. So I feel like
with
we
just
should be able to succeed.
so with that I mean, okay, so and I did 2021, right? So 2021 we were 23 in points, 21 in yards. 2022 we were 17 points, 25, ranked 25 in yards. And then last year we were in the bottom of the defense. So I think Signs, to be honest, I mean we can only come up from here.
Was 2021 our when we had Graham as our DC?
Yeah, because that's when we had Judge.
Okay.
Yeah. And so that's another good point you just made. You know, with Wink, I mean, we were 17th at best and that's with points. That's our defense of preventing teams from scoring points.
I feel like our secondary can hold up, especially Banks. I think Pinnock is really good, and I think Belton can really step up if McKinney doesn't come back. But
yeah, I mean, the thing I like about Belton, he is physical,
really physical.
Physical. So
it might be a stretch, but like his play style kind of reminds me of a Darrell Revis, but like just his physicality alone. But his coverage isn't quite there yet. But I feel like it could definitely develop.
Yeah, I wouldn't say a Revis. That's
it is a stretch.
I'm thinking of I would say as a safety wise, because now remember Richard Sherman played safety.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
he rarely played. I mean, I'd put him as a Sherman-esque.
That's a good comparison, actually.
Yeah, I mean, as a safety, not as a corner.
Definitely.
But let me bring in El Capitan, and then I think we'll call it a show. El Capitan.
Hello, everybody. So
you got the next couple minutes. What's on your mind?
Well, I think the Super Bowl is gonna be like a really important, but I think it's all defense for the defense and the offense. I mean, everybody can point it out for all these things, and I think I really like it because I'm San Francisco 49ers. They had an amazing defense, but even though that I'm a Raider fan, even though that I don't like the Cowboys, also for the 49ers, the Chiefs, the Chargers, but I think it might take it like a really good surprise. I think San Francisco 49ers are going to take like a lot of surprise. A lot of things that Brock Purdy is overrated, but I don't think it's because he's like at a more like at an underdog. And then I just figured out that it might be like a great choice to put in on the map against Patrick Mahomes, which is very difficult skill to beating up. And by the way, folks, I just wanted to let you know that I just read about the letter of Antonio Pierce. And I know he's a former New York Giant linebacker who won a Super Bowl. We all know about that. But it's just like a great letter to the Raider Nation that they say Raider Nation stand up. That makes me feel like very incredible to feel like, because I know he's a former New York Giant, but he borns and grows up as a Raider, as a California. But I think between the difference between the Raider Nation and some other different fans, I mean, the Raider Nation is undeniable. They have a great spark. They have a great fans all around the world, and we just got like amazing things to share it. I mean, we got the head coach, we got the defense. I mean, there's a lot of things moving off for the off season right there. Then I think we just got to stay with Max Crosby, Josh Jacobs, all these couple of things that are gonna move it there. But between for the decision of the quarterback and between Aiden O'Connor, I don't think it's very safe. But I think we gotta choose them between Bo Nix or Jaden Daniels. That's the most safe decision because we need something to embolish the quarterback, which is they had the great mobility, ability, and of course for speed, also for the next season.
I appreciate that.
Sneaky, what do you think about the Commanders? Are they a threat or not?
No, not this year. Anyway, El Capitan, I appreciate you. Let me hear one time, man.
I just wanted to tell you, let's go Giants out and salute to everybody. Salute to Sneaky G-Man, right around. And for the next season, I will hope that we're gonna see like a great Super Bowl, and I hope the Raiders are gonna be on the playoffs as usual. Dallas Cowboys, Washington Commanders, as usual, get an L because it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna be this year, and I hope that the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants could make it to the playoffs again for the next season. Also for the Oakland Raiders, also Las Vegas Raiders. I mean, because the next season is gonna be like a really different, but I think it's not gonna be the year for the Chiefs. So,
Defense.
anyways, yeah, a lot of defense is gonna move, and watch out for the watch out for the watch out for the Raiders because it's gonna be like the most scary teams, and watch out because we're gonna bring it up. So, have a good one, folks, and let's go Giants! Ow!
I appreciate you, brother. Be good.
Damn, so you right now, Dan Quinn like that, Sneaky? Like that? Just
Again?
Right
anyway, moving on. Raider Aaron, give me your final thoughts for the night.
Oh man. This Super Bowl, man. I was gonna watch it, but I'm like, I'll just watch Niners lose. I mean, I don't like the Chiefs either, but they're not really on my radar as it used to be. So I mean, supposedly.
Hey, first off, did you see my TikTok?
I didn't see it. No.
You didn't see it?
Yeah, I saw that.
The one with the Raider and the. Did you like it? I was thinking of you after. I was like, "Oh, I got it." Did you like it?
Did King comment on it? Because I think he got pissed off with it. I think he sent it to me. I think.
Who?
Like, look, bro, King Obi Raider. He's like, look, bro, look what he.
Did he really? He sent it to you?
Yeah. I think it was him, was it? Yeah, because I think it was him. Yeah. I know two Marvins. So I'm not sure if it's him.
Oh man, I heard the whole Ace Ventura thing when he found out the dude was a guy, or the lady was a guy.
There's a new meme.
Yeah, it was like cut perfectly. I'm like, oh my god, I got to use this. Oh my god!
There's a new meme for Brock Purdy. He's a what's the guy? The JFK assassinator.
Oh no! Don't do, bro. I live in Dallas. Oh. That's where that whole. Have you been to Dallas yet? Have you ever been to Dallas?
No.
So what about you, bro? Have you been to Dallas?
I stay out of Texas.
Yeah, okay. Well, I don't blame you, but you should come Texas at least once a year. That's when we here because we represent. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So when you go actually down to Dallas, okay, I actually, the book suppository. It's a museum, pretty nice museum, and yeah, Finkel and Einhorn. Yeah, Finkel and Einhorn. Finkel, Einhorn, Finkel. They have like the X on the street where it actually happened.
That's
And
crazy.
you see the grassy knoll. Oh yeah, I need to do that because they do a tour. I haven't done the tour yet, and I lived here for about 5 years. But then again, I lived in Arizona for about over 30 and never went to the Grand Canyon. So
Dallas, right? Downtown?
no, I mean I just Dallas. The whole area that I live in. It's Dallas.
Okay.
So
No, I mean where you got shot at is downtown Dallas, right?
yeah, downtown Dallas. Yeah. And they show it. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. Hold on a sec. Goop also. Well, of course, the government knows where it happened exactly. Yeah. Brandon, I would put the link out, but I'm actually just about to close it down. Aaron, I appreciate you, man. Thanks for coming on. If anything, I'll see you Tuesday. Please stay tuned. Until then, let me hear it one time.
Let's go Giants. Ow.
Appreciate you, fam. Bro, so let me ask you this: when you played high school football, how'd you guys do? Did you play in state? You guys win your conference, your league? I mean,
So in California, there's like 18 divisions. My school was Division 2. So we were up there, like the division underneath Mater Dei, St. John Bosco. So we got bounced second round, but we finally broke the curse of being first round exit. So I think that was pretty good. So
okay. And they got where are you going next year? You playing ball next year, or what are you doing?
I don't know. I might just go to a community college and get my AMP license because I graduated at 17, so I'll be working early. So
okay.
But I don't know yet. I got a little college wall over here too. So
okay, all right, yeah, hell yeah. Bro, I'm telling you, I'm almost 50, and I'm still working on finishing up my degree. The sooner you get it, the better you'll be, and the better your future would be. So, what are your thoughts on playing football? Like, you want to play semi-pro?
Well,
are you done? Are you happy with your career? What's the deal?
I mean, football is what I love. It's basically been my life since I was like 10. So, but I don't know. Like right now, my knees, PCL, MCL, all that is so close to being torn. I don't know if my body can keep up with it, but I would love to play if I get the opportunity to. So,
yeah, man, it's weird for me. I'll tell you. I graduated back in '97. No, you weren't. Definitely weren't born then. But when I graduated, I knew I was joining the Army, and the recruiter that I had, he was smart in what he was doing. He was like, "Oh man, you joined the Army? We'll send you to Germany. They got semi-pro football there." And sure as shit, I went to Germany and played semi-pro football.
You were quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Slinging the rock.
Slinging that rock. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I remember that.
I had a blast. But got a concussion. Wife said you're done. Came back to my hometown, played some more football. And hold on a sec. Goopball said 97, yes. Finally a content creator older than me, class of 2000. Yeah, just a little bit. Now I'm gonna say this. I do have some championship rings that I have with a league that I played in Service, and it's for me, and I know you can attest to this. It's not so much like, I mean, winning is always good, but for me, it's the huddle. Fucking love the huddle. X, I see you, man. I'm about to call it a night. But bro, it's good to talk to you, man, as always.
Always, man.
I know I'll see you next week. Let me hear it one time.
All right, let's go Giants. Ow.
Appreciate you. Guys, what a great show tonight was. It was a fast show. And I'm really curious. Oh, you want to say the outro? Okay, I got you. All right. X, let me hear it one time.
Let's go, Giants. Oh,
I appreciate you, man. Have a good night. I want to thank everybody that came on, that left comments. Instagram, I see you. TikTok, I see you. Thank you, everybody. If you haven't already, please go to my YouTube channel, the Sneaky G Man one, because I have two. I have one for this podcast, and then I have the mine. Or go to both if you want to. Beggars can't be choosers. I'm almost at 2,000 subscribers on the Sneaky G Man, and I just want to thank you guys for just I know it sounds corny, but just allow me to be on your computer, on your laptop, on your cell phone for a couple of hours. Thank you for allowing me to be in your homes. This is so awesome for me. So for the 1,900 and some odd people that are subscribed to my YouTube channel, Sneaky G Man, thank you. I just can't. I mean, I wish there was a better word I can use. However, this weekend, I didn't say but, so there's a difference. This weekend, excuse me, enjoy the Super Bowl. Enjoy the festivities, the time with your friends and your family members. Don't do anything I would do twice. And there's a lot of things that I will not do once. So have fun, be safe, and as always, let's go Giants.
Is this thing on?
It's your boy Stefan, a.k.a. Sneaky G.
Yeah. Lyrical assassin.
Let's go Giants.